Hello everyone. This is my reflecting on 2023 video. Um, I do usually do this every year. This one's a little bit later, but that's okay. I like to be able to do it here on this deck with some snow behind me or snow falling on me. So I unfortunately didn't do that last year. I think I like forgot to record it until like the day before I was flying across the country. So I was like, oh shoot. So I just filmed it in my room last year. But here I am. Happy 2024, everyone. I hope everyone's last year was good, and I hope everyone's this year is good or better. 2023 was a weird year for me. Very roller coastery, emotionally and in terms of like productivity and everything. Um, I started off the year feeling pretty good, and then I was like really good, and then I was really bad, and then it was kind of like a low level bad for most of the second half of the year, and then towards the end it started getting really good again. So yeah, I don't want to dwell too much on the past, but yeah, it was kind of a weird year for me. Um, in terms of productivity, I made some really good videos last year. Some videos I'm really happy with. I love I love how well received and I guess controversial the McDonald's video I did was, because that was a goofy idea I had for a while. I want to do some more videos kind of similar to that in the coming year. Um, yeah, it's funny to just make a sort of parody of that type of content, because I feel like I see that a lot, and those videos are good, but it's kind of like what can be said about going to multiple restaurants? I don't know. It's like what else could you say really? um, but that one's fun. I'm really happy that was very well received by people. Um, I'm happy that people enjoy the cooking videos too. I think of all the content I make, that's probably my favorite. I love making sketches, and I love making. I, I want to make more animations in the coming year, but I like making those too. But it's like the cooking ones are the most fulfilling for me because I get to eat the food after. No, but but I love cooking in general, so it's fun to be able to turn that into something that is enjoyable to watch, and also like people might be like, oh, I learned something. Yeah, I watched this and I learned a little something. So I'm happy that those are well received, and I'm definitely going to make more of those this year. Not just baking. I have this one soup recipe that I've wanted to make. I wanted to remake because it's been like a year or two since I made this soup, so it'd be fun to make a video about it because it's a very good soup. I'm not going to say what it is. It'll be a pleasant surprise. Um, yeah. What else was good last year? I started streaming last year pretty regularly on my channel. I do it on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and I'm going to continue doing that into the new year. Streaming. I like doing 2 video games at the beginning of the week, and then on Friday doing something fun. So I'll probably continue with that format. Maybe I'll change it up a little if I want to change it up. But for now, I like that format, and I'm gonna keep it as that. So doing. For those of you who don't know what I do, I've mostly been playing Stardew Valley, which is a very fun, relaxing farming game, and people seem to like watching it. I know some people are like, I watch these to fall asleep, which is like kind of weird, but also it's like I get it because I watch videos to fall asleep too sometimes. So I'm glad I'm able to provide sleep entertainment for people. But no, I do have a lot of people who tune in and are pretty active in the chat, which is very nice, and I really enjoy it. Um, but yeah, so I'll continue that next year. Um, I'll probably branch out into some other games. I'll try some new stuff. And then on Fridays, I like doing kind of whatever. I mostly did, I feel like I mostly did painting streams on Fridays. And then I did a couple of like doodle streams where I would just hop on a program and doodle with someone. There's a bird, which I'll probably do that again this year. Maybe I'll do a multi-person painting stream. I don't know. I got a couple random ideas rattling around. Um, yeah, it's fun doing like, and then I did a cooking one. Alex Martins was here. We baked a bread and muffins. I was trying a new recipe, so I tried it with him, And then also while he was here, we did a pumpkin carving stream because it was right around Halloween. So that was very fun too. So Friday streams will be kind of random, artsy, making stuff with people or by myself, but those will be kind of making stuff streams, I guess, if you want to throw a word for it, making stuff. What else? Speaking of Alex Martins, Joel Haver, and I, we released the Good Long P, or we released Good Long P the movie on the Good Long P page, which Good Long P is kind of a shit posty page where we post whatever, brain dead, goofy content we want. It's kind of like a vacation from our other stuff is how we've described it, where we just kind of make like whatever. But in doing that, we took a couple months off and we just animated a full movie. It's kind of janky animation, but it's very fun. I think it's funny. It's a little crude, a little crass, but it was funny to kind of do that style of content. It's a very fun movie, and I recommend everyone watch it. Good Long P the movie. But yeah, there was that. That was fun. That was a fun way to end the year. We recorded it at the beginning of the year. We just like locked ourselves in a room for 3 hours and just like improvised for 3 hours, and then Joel chopped up the audio, and then we all kind of started doing little scenes, and eventually it all pieced together. And in that last month, Alex came and visited, and we just kind of finished it. He was a trooper, and he stayed up like 2 full nights, I think, or something, which is crazy. And it came together, and I love it. I think it's a funny project, and I hope it seems like a lot of people enjoy it, and I hope you do too if you're going to watch it. But yeah, so that was a fun thing I did last year too. What else? It's nice and quiet. It's chilly. I forgot to put gloves on. It's like 30 degrees out, but it's not too bad. Oh, duh. Last year I also, if this is new to you, I started a podcast with my friend Alice. We started it right at the beginning of last year, and we're gonna keep making it. The podcast is called Dream Team with Alice and Trent. It's a fun show. It's sort of like, there's a weird taboo around dreams where it's like people don't like to talk about them, or it's like you start telling someone your dream and it's like, I don't really care what your dream was. But it's a show where we talk about dreams. It's funny. It's like I want to hear that you went to the moon with George Bush and fought kangaroos. Like we love hearing that stuff. So it's a fun podcast. It's here on YouTube. I'll link it everywhere down below. I'll link all this stuff below. But yeah, it's a fun podcast. It's me and my friend Alice. And yeah, we talk about dreams we've had. We talk about a cool cultural fact or scientific fact about the brain and dreaming and all that fun stuff. And we take fan submissions as well. And we'll probably be recording another episode pretty soon because it's beginning of the year. So yeah, there's that. I know I talked about Good Long P, but there's also Good Long Journey, which is a podcast. I guess not a podcast. It's a D&D web show, I guess you'd call it. And that's hosted by my friend Calvin LaValle, and Alex Martins is in that as well. It's myself, Alex Martins, and Nick are the 3 characters, our friend Nick Schultz, and Calvin is our dungeon master. And if you're interested in D&D, or if you've never watched a D&D thing, I think it'd be a nice into it, where you kind of see like, you get to be goofy, and you get to come up with personalities and learn stuff on the fly and play a game, and it's fun. So that's a fun project too. Check that out. We recorded a lot. There's probably a new episode coming out soon. Soon-ish. I don't know when. Calvin does all the editing for it, and he's crazy. He does so much editing for it. So I'm excited to see the next episode. We have special guests on there all the time too. Joel's in an episode. Our friend Max is in an episode. The Talentless Writer is in a couple episodes, I think. And yeah, that's a fun show too. That's a fun thing I do also that I did last year, and I guess we'll continue into the new year too. A lot of projects. This is so, these videos are weird because it's like I talk about last year, but it's also just like promoting my stuff. But yeah, if you know, if you watch my videos and you don't know I do these things, I do a lot of things. But yeah, I guess speaking of reflecting on the year, we could talk about this upcoming year, 2024. I personally, I have very high hopes for this year. Last year was, like I said, it was kind of a weird roller coaster. I did a lot of cool stuff, but I like personally, I was like in a weird mental headspace. So there was like periods of time where I didn't really post much, and for that I apologize, but I kind of needed the mental space. But barring any weird stuff happening this year, I think I think this year is going to be really good, really productive. I have, like I said, I'm going to keep doing the streaming, and then Dream Team, that's a bi-weekly show, so it's like every 2 weeks we release that. And then I wanna commit to doing weekly videos. It's something I started a little bit last year. It's something I do like two or three in a row, and then I kind of take like a week off, and then I do like, but I wanna stick to doing weekly stuff because I think I can do it. I think I have enough ideas, and I don't have them all yet, but I think I'm confident in my ability to generate ideas and come up with ideas. But yeah. And I got a weird backlog of stuff too. I'm like, I have so much stuff that I recorded and I just never did anything with. So I think there's definitely enough stuff, enough stuff existing already in my computer, and enough stuff in here, enough tools in here to make video, make video. My brain in this upcoming year is going to be make video in a good way, make video. But yeah, so I want to make a lot more stuff this year. I never really talk about like Instagram or TikTok or anything, but I exist on those platforms too. I had a dumb video that did pretty well. It got like 1 million something views on Instagram, which was which is really weird for me because my Instagram is usually pretty low in terms of views and everything. But yeah, it's just me talking about Whiplash, the movie Whiplash. And I'm just like, if I was in the movie Whiplash, I'd be like, hey, you're being mean to him, dude. He's a really good drummer, and you're pushing him too hard. And for whatever reason, people really liked that, and it did well. So that was funny. So maybe I'll do some more short form stuff as well. I don't really have a planned schedule for that. That's kind of just if I have a funny idea, I'll film it and get it out. But so we'll see. Maybe I'll switch my mind and do that more often. But I think I got enough to do with all the other stuff. What else? Oh, I also I started another another Instagram, another thing for people to follow. I started a page called Trent is Doodling, and I've tasked myself with making a little doodle every day, um, just to get the creative juices flowing. I usually do it every morning. I haven't done it yet today, but it's like I usually wake up and then the first thing I would do is scroll on my phone for a while, and then I would get out of bed and then I would do a doodle. And that's the plan for this year, is just to get something out, get the brain juices flowing. And I've just been posting a doodle every day. I haven't missed a day yet. I know it's only like the 8th or 9th of the month, but I've yet to miss a day. So I'm planning on keeping that going through the whole year and beyond. And yeah, I think I'm actually a day ahead because there's one day I posted 2 things because I wanted to. But oh, I'm getting cold. I'll try and wrap this up pretty quick. It just got really cold. What else? I also don't want to keep this really long. I don't want to keep this too long. I don't know. What else? I have all those things. I got to be in a really cool project right at the end of the year, and I don't think I can say much about it, so I'm not going to. But I was in a really cool thing, and I got to meet someone who I've watched and listened to her stuff for a very long time, so it was cool to be in that and be involved in it in some way, even if it was a very minor role. But it was very cool. I can't really say much about it, I don't think. But yeah, a fun thing. What else? I think that's about it. And also, right at the end of this year, I got sick, which sucks. So I've sort of been in low-level sick for the last like week and a half, but I think I'm fine. I think like today and like the last 2 days I've been like, all right, I'm like normal. I'm like 100%. I still weirdly today feel a little stuffy, but maybe it's just because I'm outside. I don't know why I told you I was sick. Yeah, I don't know. I think this year my main goal is to stay motivated and to work on more stuff. Because I'm like I have the ability, and I feel like I spent a lot of last year just making excuses for not making stuff, which is not what I should have done. I should have just made stuff instead of making excuses. Make stuff, not excuses, I guess. That's my goal for this year. Make stuff, not excuses. And also, in general, I got so many cool friends, and they do all this cool stuff. So I want to try and get more people in stuff and do more stuff with more people and be in more things and all that fun stuff. Sorry, I got very cold all of a sudden, but yeah, still all of a sudden. So yeah, this year I'm gonna make more stuff. That's the main plan. And I'm finally gonna do merch. I'm like, I don't know, I've just been sitting on it, and I'm like, oh, I'll do it, I'll get it done. I'm gonna do it, for real. Hopefully by the end of this month, I'll task myself with that too. By the end of this month, January, get something set up. I'm like, it's easy enough to do, and I've just been putting it off for no reason. So, yeah, I'll do that. And a guy watching this on February 1st, oh wow, he did it. I hope. Or a guy watching this on February 1st, too, he didn't do it. Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's all my major projects I've worked on last year, all my major things I'm doing this year. Yeah. There's going to be a lot more Trent this year. That's my main plan. And hopefully that's good for you. the one or two people are like, I don't want any more Trent, no more Trent, too much Trent. Those people, sorry. But there's going to be more of me this year. There's only going to be one me, but there's going to be more of stuff from my brain existing in the world, not just in my brain. But I guess you should do that too. If you probably got a lot of stuff up there, get it out. Make a video, make a drawing, make a food, make one food. Yeah, just make stuff. I know Joel always says that, and I reiterate it. But yeah, make stuff. It's fun. All right. Well, I think that'll do it for this video. My next video is going to be a fun cooking video I filmed at the end of the year, and I'm excited to release it. And yeah, it's very cold. I'm going inside. Bye, everyone. I love you all. Thank you all. All right, I'll say one more thing. Thank you all for sticking around and watching my stuff. I know I was not super regular in terms of like uploading videos, and I appreciate you all for sticking around and waiting. But I think the wait is over. Trent is here. Or something, I don't know. But yeah, I do genuinely appreciate you all sticking around and watching my stuff and tuning into the streams and seeing a video with a weird title and being like, oh, I'm gonna click that. I'll watch that today. And it truly means the world to me, and it's bonkers that it's my life, that I get to make stuff and people are like, oh, I want to watch that. or maybe I don't want to watch it, but I want to at least see what it's about. But thank you all. I truly appreciate all of you for watching my stuff. And yeah, thank you all. Have a great year. All right, bye.